this is Joy from Enjoy Fitness, and today we're going to start a 5-part series for different parts of the body. We're going to do arms, legs, abs, chest and back, and then we're going to do a mobility workout at the end for like a recovery session. And you can do each one of them separately, or you can choose for a little bit longer workout. You can combine 2 of them together. So first we're going to start with arms today. So what you're going to need for this workout is a pair of weights. So you can choose to do lighter weights. We're going to work for 30 seconds and have 15 seconds in between each round, and we're going to be doing 10 exercises, 3 rounds, back to back, with 15 seconds in between to recover. Using nothing but our arms, so you can start with lighter weights and see how that feels, and then go up to heavier weights. We will be using, of course, the shoulders a lot, so you might want to start with lighter weights and then work into heavier weights and do less reps in that 30 seconds. So just, see how that feels. So first we're going to start with a 5-minute warm-up. So I'm going to set my weights down. And we're just going to do some shoulder rotations to start with. And just take that arm back, your range of motion. Remember, we're just working up to warm up the joint and the muscles in that area. Again, take it around. We do it one at a time because you get a better range of motion. When you start adding in both together, you have a tendency to shorten that range of motion because it's hard to bring your body back as far. Okay, now take it forward again. That's it. You might want to make sure you have water. So we're looking to really fatigue the muscle. Perfect. Okay, now up and back. Just kind of let it swing. And when we get to the mobility section at the very end of all of the workouts, we'll really work on that range of motion for those shoulders in the back. Okay, now we're going to crisscross across. That's it. And each time we do this, we try to get the opposite arm on top. Okay, now let's bring those arms down and bring it up like we're doing a bicep curl. Okay, now bring them down, and we're just going to kind of let them hang straight down. We're just going to rotate it, so pretend like you're holding onto a ball, or picture an orange, and just rotate the arm around. Okay, and again, we're going to crisscross them. Good. Okay, now go ahead and take them back like in the tricep extension, which we'll be doing later. So we'll be doing 10 exercises, 30 seconds each. And we'll do 3 rounds. Okay, here we go. So let's go ahead and just do that waistline too, just a little bit, just to get a little bit more warmed up here. Actually, I'm going to change the time. I'm going to do 45 seconds for how long we're going to work. Right? 45? And we're going to 30 rounds. That sounds right. That's better. And then if you need to, okay, arms all the way around. And if you need to take a break in between, during the set, that probably means your weight's a little bit too heavy. I'll probably have to take a break. Okay, back around the other way. We'll see. Like I said, I'm only using 5-pound weights today. Some of the exercises are, you know, you start with the shoulder ones. And this is all just arms, so we're using smaller muscle groups. Okay, let's just take it up and down. When we get into back and chest, it'll feel different. You can use a little bit heavier weights then. And we'll be using body weight for that workout. Legs will hold weights and be using body weight for that one. Okay, almost done with that warm up. So remember, you're going to need a couple of weights, and then you can have water too to try to grab a sip of water in between. Okay, shake it out. Okay, so we're going to start with our workout. Okay, so I changed it. We're doing 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds in between each one, making sure that we rest in between each round so that we can be ready for the next one. So we're going to have 10 exercises. Make sure I have that workout right here in front of me to make sure I remember what all those exercises are. Okay, so I'm going to start the timer. So it's a 15-second rest period first, and then we're going to bring those weights up, and we're going to do alternating shoulder touches here. And I'll show you that as soon as we get to it. So if you want to, you can also do this without any weights at all to start with, okay? And forth, and do it a little bit faster. So if you have lighter weights and you want to go faster, you just go right ahead. Like I said, we're going for 45 seconds. So holding weights out like this, you're going to be going, wow, I can feel it. Okay, so remember, bend those knees just a little bit. Pull that belly button in while you're standing here. You don't want to have a nice swayed back. You want to make sure you're in that athletic stance. There we go. Keep going. Okay, so we're going to rest. Okay, we're going to bring those arms back up again, and we're going to bring them both in together and out together at the same time, okay? For a double shoulder touch at the same time. Okay, here we go. In and out together. So we're working shoulders and biceps here. So we're looking to draw up the little flabby part under the arm and get the arm in a nice good shape all around that upper arm. Good. Remember that athletic stance. Make sure you're breathing. Slow it down if you want to. Good. Almost there. Okay, arms down again, rest. Okay, so we're going to take them into a T and straight arms over the head. Next. Okay, so we're here. We're going to come up and then down. That's it. So this is the last one like this, so we'll get a little bit better here. But remember, we're doing 3 rounds like this. That's good. You can also use a band. Maybe you don't have weights, so maybe you want to use a band for all of these. Okay, so we're going to take that down, and we're gonna bring it into a tricep extension. So I'm gonna bring my elbows back and bend the knees a little bit, stick that tushy out, nice flat back, elbows behind me, and we're just gonna bring both arms back together at the same time, just for a tricep extension. So I just wanted to show you what that looked like. You don't have to turn to your side too. Just wanted to show you that elbow placement. Okay, so up and back. Again, not doing it real fast. Slower is going to tax the muscle more than trying to get a whole bunch of fast reps in there. Good. Keep going. Okay, okay, now relax. Okay, so we're going to get in that same stance again. We're going to have straight arms this time, and we're just going to do a little pulse back. So I'm going to get to the side again, bend the knees, tip over again, bring my elbows back. I'm going to straighten my arms, and I'm just going to press back with straight arms. Good. Little tiny presses, they're not big, it's a small movement, but you're going to feel it. Good, keep breathing. So whether you have light weights or heavier weights or medium weights, you're probably feeling it about now. Okay. So we're going to do a single arm tricep extension. So I'm going to put one weight down. I'm going to bring this arm up. So I like to hold my elbow. You can hold it behind or in front. And we're going to try to drop this behind the back and bring it up. We need to try to keep that elbow close to the head. Okay, so down and up. This is just holding stability. Holding that elbow in place. Again, knees are bent, belly button's pulled in. We don't want to have a big sway back when we do it, okay? Try to keep that chin up, level. Don't tuck it in. Don't look up. Good. Single arm. Okay, so we're going to turn around, we're going to do the other arm now. Ready? Get yourself ready. And go. Good. Up. So take your time, all the way down, all the way up. Slow it down if you need to make sure you get that full range of motion. Maybe I was going too fast for you, so slow it down. Press it all the way up. Extend that arm all the way out. Maybe you're better on one side than the other because of the way your tricep is. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick this up, okay, and work in a box. Okay, are you ready? And we're going to box it out. Okay, now box. So you're kind of pushing up when you box. The waistline a little bit too. Okay, now we're going to hold both weights, or you can drop one, and we're just going to go shoulder to shoulder, so it's going to go over your head, okay? And here we go, shoulder to shoulder. That's it. Keep it going. Perfect. Okay, and then one more. We just have one more, and then we're going to start all over again. We're going to bring them both up here, and we're just going to do little tiny pulses up. So up. Okay, we're just going to do little pulses right above the head. Feel those triceps burn. Get those knees low. Can I last the whole 45 seconds? Maybe not. Oh, just about. Okay, so we're going to start all over again. Okay, are you ready? So shake those arms out. Okay, we're going to start with alternating shoulder touches. Here we go. That's it. Make sure you're breathing. You need to stop and get a drink after this. Get a drink. That's it. Slow it down if you need to. We're not counting. We're trying to get as many reps in as we can. Really trying to work those arms. Okay, arms down, shake it out. Okay, they're both going to come in together now. So arms up, in and out together. Knees and belly button. Chin parallel with the floor. And you're breathing. That's all you can hear me do is breathe, right? I hope you have music on where you're at. That's it. Arms in and out. Hey, if you need to drop the weights and just use your arms, do that. If you need to run, put me on hold, go grab smaller weights, go do that. Okay, shaking it out. Okay, so just gonna write something down real quick. Okay, are we ready? Here we go, up and down. Get back a little bit more. That's it. Almost there. All right. so we're going to do the double arm tricep extension. Okay, arms back and tricep extension. Okay, both arms together. That's it. Making sure your back is flat. Looking out on the floor in front of you so your neck's in alignment with your spine. Good. Keep going. That's good. Okay, now we're going to stay in the same position and we're just going to do straight arm press backs this time, okay? Knees bent, straight arm, and we're going to get ready to press it back. Okay, now tiny presses. Remember, these don't have to go real far. Good. Keep pressing back. Think about relaxing those shoulders. Make sure you're not bringing those shoulders up towards your ears. You want to keep them down. Good. Okay, so we're going to put one weight down and we're going to do the tricep extensions now, okay? So we're going to lift this arm up and you're going to decide how you're going to, you can just leave it up by itself, or you can put a hand in order to stabilize it. That's good. Up and down. Here we go. That's good. Extend it out. That's it. Good extensions all the way up and down. Okay, let's take the other side. Shake it out. Don't get it up there too soon. Feeling it in those triceps. Okay, taking it up. Getting it ready. Okay, up and down. That's it. Bend those knees. Make sure those knees are just slightly bent. When I say bend the knees, I don't mean way down here. It just means you're not locking them out, okay? That's athletic stance. Pull in that belly button. Okay, bring that up as high as you can. You want to extend that elbow all the way out if you can get it there. Really working that tricep right here. You can feel it. Put your hand on it. Feel that muscle working. Get tired. That's it. Keep going. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're going to grab both weights and we're going to box. Okay, roll the shoulders back. Those arms ready. Breathing. Okay, so now we're going to box across. Going. That's good. I was dropping those arms down, wasn't I? Bring those arms back up. Okay, so both weights together, and we're gonna go shoulder to shoulder. So however you wanna get those weights together. I like to try to interlace my fingers when I do this, or at least touch both weights. Okay, shoulder to shoulder. Over the head. There you go. That's it. Keep going. Make sure you don't hit your head. That's it. Keep going. Come on, you know you can do it. Okay, so last exercise is going to be the pulse up over the head. So you can use one weight or two weights. Depends on how strong you're feeling. Okay, here we go. Just a little pulse up. So it's coming straight up from your head. So it's not like the tricep kickback where both are going behind your head at the same time. This one's just a little pulse up. Just a little pulse. That's it. Here we go. Doing it, doing it. Good. Feeling those triceps burn. You're thinking of all those big movements we were doing, those would hurt worse. Boy, this one gets me. Whew, I'm moving. And hitting my head. Okay, whew, okay. One more round. Are you ready? Here we go. Remember, alternating. Arms are going to come up. Okay, here we go. Bend those knees. Pull that belly button in. Try to extend that arm all the way. Almost time. Okay, arms down, rest them, shake them out. Both arms are going to come in together now. Bend those knees, arms up and out together. Good. Keep those elbows up. Try not to droop them. What are we looking for? Between 15 and 20 reps. That's like 18. Okay, so we're going to bring it all the way up and then to the T. 17 again. Okay, so we're gonna do the tricep kickbacks now, okay? So elbows back, knees bent, boop, bend over. Ready? Watch those shoulders, don't scrunch them up. Extensions. All the way back. Squeeze that tricep. Not too fast. Make the muscle work. There you go. That's it, keep going. Okay, that was like 26. There, that was good. Okay, so let's bend over. Straighten those arms out. Okay, get ready, we're gonna do the press backs next. Just relax your arms for a second. Okay, press them back. So on the pulse, you know, it doesn't matter how many we do. We just try to get lots. That's it. Keep going. Almost there. And it's like 50, so that's not bad. Okay, so single arm, tricep extension. Wait. Okay, here we go. Almost there. Got it? Your knees bent. Okay, perfect. Bring it around. Shake that arm out. Getting ready for the other side. Okay, down and up. Remember, you hold it where, give yourself a little stability. Sometimes even just bringing your arm across and holding onto your chest helps a little bit. You need to hold up to that arm, you go ahead and do so. Just keep it stable. Even just slowing it down, changing the grip on the weight helps. That's it. Just a few more exercises after this. Great. Okay, so we're going to box next. Okay, shake the arms out. Bringing it up. Okay, now boxing. Trying to keep the weights chest high and pushing up when you box, okay? Working that bicep. And of course you're working your waistline and some other things too, but this is really gonna help work shoulders, upper back too, but we're focusing on the arm today. So bicep, tricep, shoulder, forearm. So what we're working on with this workout. Good. So this series will give you 5 days perfect, of different things to do. Like I said, it'll be a 40-minute workout. So you can just do one every day, or if you want a longer workout, you can put two of them together. Okay, and across. You can do like the arms and the abs one day, and legs and mobility one day. And then you can do chest and back and abs the next day. And then you can do arms and mobility the next day. So as long as you're not doing the chest and back, arms, and legs 2 days in a row, then you can, switch it up. But the mobility and the abs you can do as often as you want to, okay? Okay, so we did the across, so now we're just going to do the pushing up pulses, okay? So that should be it, unless I counted totally wrong, which is a possibility. And if it is, then I'll just add something else, but hopefully this is it. So little pulses, little pulses. And make them smaller and faster. Just get that burn in a little bit more. Feel the fatigue, bend the knees, pull the belly button in. Press that fast, little tiny ones though, okay? We're not trying to make great big presses up. Okay, that's it. Oh, and I did count right. Yay. Perfect. Okay, so shake your arms out. Get a drink of water. Okay, I'm going to get ready to put on the 5-minute timer. And we're going to stretch for 5 more minutes. Alrighty? Okay, so shake it out. And we're going to start grabbing up underneath that bicep, pulling the arm over. Let's go ahead and rotate the wrist around at the same time. And then going back around the other way. Okay, and open and close the hand, so like you're grabbing onto something there. You can see better. That's good. Okay, and then up and down. Perfect. Okay, let's release it. Let's take the other side. Hold it, and then rotate. Other way. Okay, open and close. Up and down. Okay, just hold it there and relax for a second. Okay, and release. Okay, we're going to take this arm, touch the shoulder, okay, and then lift it up. Fingertips on the outside, okay, and you can slide those fingers down your back. So we have arm up, okay. Now, once it's up here, let's go ahead and just lean to the side. So you're leaning towards the opposite side that the arm is on. And then you'll come up, okay, bring it down, okay, other side, up, so bring it up, and then lean, and then we're going to hold it. So you can get that shoulder and tricep. And then come up and then release. Okay, so we're going to take the opposite arm, bring it behind you. Okay, you're going to try to bring it up. Okay, so you might be here, you might be here, whatever. Back of your hand is coming up the back. If you can bring your elbow, hand around and grab that elbow. We're just going to hold it there. And of course, you can use a towel to help you do all of these. Okay, we're going to release it, taking the other hand. Back of the hand goes behind you. Reaching over, trying to grab that other elbow. Holding it here. interlace the fingers, and we're going to turn and press them up. And then try to bring those shoulders by the ears, or the biceps by the ears. And then you're going to bring them back down, and both hands behind, clasp them together, roll the shoulders down and back. Getting those upper shoulders, top of the neck, bring back it, yeah, the top of the neck. Okay, and then bringing yourself around, giving yourself a big hug. So you're really high on your chest. Be able to breathe easily, giving yourself a big hug. Okay, inhale, exhale. Elbows go up like you're pulling off a sweater. Arms down and around, hug again. Other arms on top, giving yourself a big hug. Making sure you can breathe. Okay, so this is part 1, inhale, exhale, of a 5-part series. Okay, start looking for the other ones. We'll do another one tomorrow, and then we'll just keep adding them. Roll those shoulders down and back. Okay, big inhale up and exhale. So we also have, we'll do legs, abs, chest and back, and mobility to add to the other parts of this series, okay? Inhale and exhale. So your arms should get a little sore from this. So remember, you can add weights and do it slower and with less reps, or use lighter weights and get a few more reps in. Remember, we're trying to go for 15 to 20 with lighter weights and 8 to 10 reps with heavier weights. So depending on what you want to work out with, whatever your shoulders and elbows can handle during this movement, because I know this is not easy, and I know this is not easy for everyone to be able to do. So, and remember, we're trying to get that elbow nice and close to the head. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll look for them. Otherwise, I will see you in the next workout. Talk to you later.